I want you to know, if these girls or their mothers need to talk to me, need my support, I'm here for them.
Nicolette, that's a very generous offer, but there's a lot of girls in here today. And I'm sure all of them would like to talk to you.
Well, then I'll talk to all of them.
It's just not practical.
You said I gave them hope, right?
More than they ever had.
I won't desert them.
Welcome back. That was a clip from the new Lifetime movie, Giving Hope, starring my guest, award-winning actress Tatyana Ali. Tatyana portrays real-life inspiration Dr. Nicola Mitchell, a single-teen mom who by the age of 16 faced sexual assault, domestic violence, and bullying, but she went on to become an award-winning writer. And Dr. Nicola then boldly went on to start a nonprofit called Girls Who Brunch, which helps girls like her in difficult circumstances find support, hope, and resources. Tam fam, please welcome writer, publisher, philanthropist, Dr. Nicola Mitchell. I love this because I'm always thinking, who would play me in the movie? My life. I'm not quite sure yet. I used to say Bart Simpson, but I think because my hair used to be spiky, but I'm more Bruno Mars. So Bruno would play me in the film. When you learned that it was Tatyana Ali who would be portraying your story, how did that hit you?
So at first, I just know Tatyana as Ashley, right? So I couldn't even picture her being an adult. I was like, is she older now? And so Barbara Fisher, beautiful person from Lifetime, she said she's perfect. Yeah. They got us on Zoom together, and we've been like besties ever since. I was like, oh,
that is so sweet. You mentioned the producer, Barbara Fisher. She first saw your story in a Reader's Digest article.
Yes, ma'am.
That talked about your life and what you had accomplished. I was so struck by something you said. You said, of the girls that you help, my job is to show my girls that the impossible is possible.
Yes.
You know, as I said to our audience, there are many things in our lives that we say, oh boy, this could be a movie, or no one would believe this. Here you are facing very challenging childhood. Not knowing how you're going to end up on the other side. And I work for Disney. I love a good Disney ending. And in so many ways, this is a miraculous. I mean, we're in the middle of a very holy time in the world. It was a miracle in some ways. You survived what you went through. Yeah. And then you said, it's not enough for me to survive. I have to help other people survive. Yeah. That's a beautiful movie.
That's right. If you don't think about it, you know, I don't think about it like I'm doing anything. I just do it, right? Like even when we were driving over right now, I had a mother call me this morning about because her and her daughter got into an argument. I'm like, okay, I'm on my way to the Tamron Hall show. And she's like, okay, whatever. But I answer the phone. I just try to be present. Sometimes writing from a young age, I created stories of the life that I wanted. So those are the stories that I try to give to my kids. So I want them to be able to have that peace. I want them to be able to have that grace. I want to give them hugs if they need to, right? Because you never know what they're getting at home.
You never know. And you've helped thousands of young women. And Tatyana, one of the things that you said before, because you wrote in Essence magazine about your experience becoming a mom, and it really relates to the storytelling in this film. You said, as someone who shared things about myself, you realize that you're not alone, and you realize there really is nothing new under the sun. And that's why whatever your story is, whether it turns into a Lifetime movie or not, tell your story. Because somebody is going through what you went through, and they need to hear you. So
it gets rid of that. It gets rid of the isolation that you feel when these things happen, when trauma happens or pain. And it also, it connects us. And it's the only way things are going to change.
Absolutely. Right? And we all need to feel connected. So thank you so much. Congratulations. You're a movie star. Thank you, Tatyana. Dr. Nicola. You can watch the new movie, Giving Hope, the Nicola Mitchell story, this Sunday incredible true story that has audiences on the edge of their seats.